Mez's off one already messed up my answer. But we rolling, folks. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Thank for joining us for morning journal session number 226. 226. Welcome in. We do morning journal live every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. Eastern time. We get together, use some prompts to lead a conversation of self-discovery and connecting with cool people. So if this is your first time here, sit back and relax and enjoy the show. And if you've been here before, thank you for coming back. We're live on Facebook, Spotify. We're not live on Spotify. We're going to be on Spotify, Twitch, Twitter, all those places you can catch the live stream, but you don't get the first 30 minutes because we do that with VIPs. So you can check out the link that's in the description if you want to join us in the VIP section. It's a lot of fun back there. So if you're listening on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and you enjoyed this kind of unique experience, it's sort of a live feel. You can kind of just sit back and, wash your dishes. Yeah, wash those dishes, yo. Come on. Fold up some clothes and just kind of vibe with us and let the ideas just kind of soak in. That's the experience that I would love for you to have. And if you enjoy that experience, go ahead and give us a rating or review so other folks can find us more easily. So today's conversation is the first of several. We're kind of laying a foundation to address one of the major problems that a lot of us face, which is procrastination. But we're not going to just kind of jump at look at it from the symptom part. We're going to kind of back all the way up and start with ourselves and looking at ourselves and kind of try to find the root of it for us. But today's conversation is how we see ourselves. And the first prompt is sort of a question about how you describe yourself. So you say, I am the type of person who, fill in the blank. How would you fill in that blank? Our VIP section has already got a head start on you. So let's see what they have to say to the question, I am the type of person who. All right, Mez says, I am the type to type in Sanskrit. I'm the type who types in Sanskrit. Okay? So when you type in Sanskrit, it's nobody knows what you're saying unless you can read the Sanskrit. Mez, don't you hate it when there is a specific rhythm and delivery that you're looking for, but then you misspell it or you don't write it just right and then it gets lost? Don't you hate when that happens? So, yeah. F in the chat for Mez's clumsy fingers. Blanjou, welcome. It's good to have you here today. So Jehovah Thickness says that I'm the type of person who is definitely a delusional penguin and says whatever they want and then has the nerve to be sensitive, and that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb, period. So JT is the epitome of can dish it out but can't take it. That is the essence of JT. I can dish it, can't take it. And Abyssal Chick is the arch nemesis of that type. I'm matching your energy. So save the rudeness if you can't take it right back, because I'm coming with it. So it might be, I hope there ain't gonna be no beef in here. All right. Noble Ancient says, I'm the type that would challenge someone to a game to be social and fun. Yeah, that's me. You see how I'm messing with Noble? I gotta do it. I'm not gonna entertain that today. Don't go all caps on me. Do you think that was gonna work to go all caps on me? Don't you know how petty I am? You should know better. All right. So Dan says, I am the type who is willing to lend an ear, even during my workout. So you can still talk to Buff J Man mid press. You know, be all right. All right, here we go. Let's see what else we got here. So, Alexis Autumn Elf says, I'm the type of person who's deaf, inquisitive, and intelligent. Autumn Elf. Also cosplayer, researcher, linguist, and pen pal. Mostly friendly if you can get past the weirdo I tend to be. I am unique. I am unique. How about that? How's those? I don't want to touch a sore spot here, Alexis, but how we doing on those pen pal letters? How we looking? What are you thinking? We doing all right on those? We up to snuff on it? We got a nice little set of pen pal letters there ready to go, you know, envelopes addressed. People still sending them in and you get them right on time. You still got people waiting for the pen pal letters that they sent you years ago and you still ain't got back. How's it going with that? All right. Alexis Autumn Elf is like, yeah, I want to be your pen pal. And then, you know, you run that pigeon real quick. You send that letter. And then, you know, you didn't move. You got a new address in there by the time. I don't know that. I don't know that to be true. So, Miss says, I am the type of person who is willing to get my heart broken over and over again to find more love on the other side. Willing to stay on that quest for love, understanding that there might be some heartbreak along the way. A lot of times, all the good stuff is on the other side of the things that we are afraid to face. Blanju, thank you so much for the like. Esso's like, I got 2 people out there. I left them hanging. It's okay, so just shoot them a text real quick. Hey, if you got the Fonts app on your phone, download the Fonts app and then just shoot them a text, but use a weird font, like a handwriting font. They'll get it. Yeah, get like Brit. All right. So, SOK says, I'm the type that gives great advice, but usually doesn't follow it. So Alexis like, you see what I said on your YouTube, G? I was nice and you played me like that. I can't allow flattery to get in the way of opportunities that I see to, you know, I see a shot, I take a shot. I don't know. What do you want me to do? It's a reflex. I'm trying to get better. All right. So for Blanjou, he says, I'm the type of person that if you're toxic to me, I'll still love you and bless you with food and clothes. I help the people in need or mean to me, you know. You never know what they got going on. So sometimes you can look past the gruff exterior if someone is being not kind towards you, you don't necessarily need to reciprocate that energy. Unlike Abyssal, because Abyssal don't care what you got going on. You better come correct, else you're going to catch the wrath. So Rebecca says, I'm the type of person that would get lost in the dream. Come get lost with me. Hold on, wait a minute. We got to do something with that. I'm the type of person that would get lost in the dream. Come get lost with me. How did I do, Rebecca? Was that good? Oh, man. Y'all want to come get lost with Rebecca? Actually, that's a vibe. Imagine being lost with Rebecca. If you're with Rebecca, are you really even lost? Alberto is in the house. What's happening, fam? It's good to see you this morning. We're talking about the prompt you see in the background. I'm the type of person who blank. So we got Gas Mask Pete. I'm the type that's thinking about something foolish I said or did years earlier, only to stress about not sleeping at a decent time. So you just be up in the middle of the night cringing. Oh, Gas Mask Pete is cringing every night, 3 a.m. Time to cringe over something stupid I said. Yeah. So Kaloli is in the house. How we doing? Okay. Clown Man says, I'm the type to do the same thing the same way twice and expect something different. He's like, yo, let me run that back. Let me do it exactly the same way. Let's see if I can, let's see if it'll be different this time. No, it'll be different this time. Oh, no. Let's just do this. It'll be okay. So, Tree is here. Good morning, Tree. Thank you for being here. The type of person who, fill in the blank. So, I'm the type of girl who want to chew a gum. You want to chew on my bubble gum. I wish I could do a Rashida voice, but we'll just read it this way. We'll just do it regular. Tim says, I'm the type of girl you want to chew on my bubble gum. Nah, I'm the type you're going to have an amazing time with. I'm a whole vibe. Tim is a whole vibe. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. So someone anonymously says, I'm the type to regret what I did for St. Patty's Day after it was all said and done, but thought it was okay while doing it. Never again, at least until next year. Well, St. Patrick's Day, it hasn't happened yet, but maybe you went ahead and celebrated this weekend. I guess the Sunday before is traditionally when there's like the parades and stuff like that. Oh, Gas Mask Pete. Were you here when I read yours? I hope that you were here. It's so sad when you're waiting to hear your prompt and then you lose connection and you miss what I got to say about it. All right. All right, here we go. If we're ready to go to the next prompt, let me know. The tallest gnome has entered. Thank you all for being here. It's a lively bunch this morning, and I love it. Hey, yo, P, thank you so much. Thank you, appreciate that. It's awesome, awesome. Getting us a little shine out here this morning, because like this is the place to be, right? Clearly, this is the place to be, and I'm glad that y'all are here with me. Yeah, we so deep in managers that it's like, yo, y'all managers are getting out of hand. It's got top flight security of the world. I love it though. I love it. Thank you so much for the spoons. Now we're gonna have J-Man in the mood. It's about to be wild up in here. Let's get ready to go to the next prompt, y'all. Let's do that. Some of the things that you are, we develop a detachment and attachment to the way that we are. And we can look at our lives and say, you know, being that way is, I mean, I accept and I honor that that's how I am, but there might be something else that I want. And maybe doing something a different way can help me move further along. So are you willing to do that? And what is something that you're willing to do? Alberto, thank you so much for the spoons, fam. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Y'all are so generous. Y'all grab some of those little soft cookies. Get you some coffee to go with it. You did? Miss Mark says, I'm the type of person who eats spaghetti. I'm that type too. I love me some sketty. All right. So this next prompt that we're looking at right now is, what out of character action are you willing to try? Sometimes, you know, somebody shared that I'm the type to do the same thing the exact same way and then expect something different to happen. You know? So maybe let's not do that. Let me open up the request box. So maybe you have to step out of your tendencies and stretch a little bit, live more into your possibility than in your memory. I'm a clown for a reason. I'm a clown for a reason. Mr. Fox says this music slaps. I do like the Monday playlist. This playlist is called Monday 2. G, you still waiting for G to play Ritmo? I don't know. I don't know. So what out of character are you willing to try? I think it's worthwhile to poke at the edges of our self-described identity. I think that there is some margin and some ability to grow, some capacity that lies outside of the normal way that we show up. So are you willing to try something that's a little bit out of the edge for you, beyond what you perceive to be the edges of the way you show up most of the time? That's where the growth happens. It's like, oh, it's not really like me to do X, Y, or Z. But maybe that's just a coincidence. Maybe it is like you, but you haven't tried it yet. We got Cyber Shots over on YouTube. Welcome in, Cyber Shots. It's good to have you here. So we trying some things. The boss Tay, welcome in. So Mr. Fox says, I'm willing to try not eating spaghetti. I'm willing to try not eating spaghetti. That's something. Well played. I had to play that one first. The out of character thing, J-Man says, old me, working out, current me, on the journey. On the journey. It's not even working out. It's, yeah, you're on the journey. The new me. New year, new me, baby. Getting V'd up. So for Noble says, for me, out of character means doing something physical instead of finesse style that I am known for, helping a friend move, or perhaps trying a sport like soccer. I'd try that. I'd try to maybe play some football. So Tree says, I'm willing to try to be a skateboarder. Tree said, oh, yeah, get out there and kick and push for y'all real quick. Right, miss. Noble walked 7 miles both ways. He says, you know, I could do something physical. No, walk 7 miles and then, you know, knock out all those dishes. That's pretty physical. Crypto's in the chat, y'all. Grab some, I guess. Jehovah Thickness says, one day, maybe one day I won't talk shit, but not today. Maybe not tomorrow either. Roasting is an art. My words are art. Maybe one day I'll be nice to everyone. So everyone, go ahead and load up some birthday cakes real quick. Load up some birthday cakes real quick for the Goddess of Words. It's the Goddess of Words birthday. So go ahead and drop some birthday cakes in the chat. Goddess of Words let me know that they will be streaming today. A few different streams. So you might want to go ahead and check out the Goddess of Words. I don't know what time. Maybe you can let us know what time you're going to be celebrating your birthday. You can see the little party hat. And I have to say that emoji, it doesn't look like you that pleased with the cake. I don't know. If you look at the PFP, it's like you don't look that happy. You look like you eating the cake, but you don't look thrilled about it. You're like, I guess. I guess. I don't know. What do y'all think? Just lonely. I'm eating it by myself. Ain't nobody else. Well, somebody's taking a picture, though, right? At least one person is there to take the picture. Okay. It's like, no, I had it on a timer. Yo, I had that joint on a timer. I wanted to have a picture that both of my arms went in. You ever met anybody and ain't got no pictures without that where you can see both of their hands? All right. So Blanjou says, I kind of want to buy a big house with like 15 rooms and a lake out back so we could all live in the house and I'd cook every meal for you guys and clean up the house. That would be out of character. So what would be in character? I feel like we'd have to pay for that somehow. I feel like there's a bait and switch in the offing. It's like, oh no, yeah, no, I got it. Come on in. You know, yeah, just make yourself at home. I'm gonna cook for you guys. Just hang out. It's all good. And then, you know, a couple of days go get settled in, and then you know, and then here we go. It's gonna be a gotcha. So Miss says, I guess I could be more to myself. I don't know what it would help, but I could try. I could try to be more to myself. This is like, maybe I could just, maybe I could just go somewhere and sit down and mind my business and see how that works out. Yeah. So Abyssal Chicken says, I could try sticking to a project. I'm willing to try sticking to a project, actually seeing it through. Miss is like, maybe I can sit here, mind my business, and drink this water real quick. So Abyssal Chicken, do you just like gradually drift away from things just out of boredom? Or do you just rage quit projects out of frustration? What's your preferred method of abandonment? You drift away? You ghost your goals? You a goal ghost? You just kind of ghost in the chat for Abyssal Chicken. Ghosting your own goals. You just stop texting back and shit. All right. SOK says, I could try reminding myself that I'm doing my best and it's good enough. Overcoming that self-doubt. All right, let's see what we got here. Rebecca's like, I can try, I guess. I love the conviction, Rebecca. I guess I could try to focus on one thing / person at a time. Yeah, I think sometimes we split our focus in ways that are detrimental to us getting what it is that we really want. Maybe it's because we don't lean into what it is we really want. Yeah, out of character for yourself. Yeah. So the previous prompt was, you're the type of person who blank. And now we're talking about the things that you would do out of character for you that might be useful or that you would willing to try. So Clown Man says, I could try not having a whole ocean of this drip. I got all this drip. You hear it? That's Clown Man's drip. So Abyssal Chicken says, I would say that I would try not matching energy, but that would be a lie. I'm not willing. Yeah, keep it real. Don't just be saying stuff in here. So Alexis says, out of character to me would be to act normal and socially acceptable instead of behaving like, me. Well, I mean, I think that is an illusion that we are fixed selves. So, we can take a look at things. Some of the things that we attach to ourselves are not really, Let's see what we got here. Mo is here. Welcome in, Mo. Thank you for joining us. We're just about to go to the next prompt, so don't get nothing started right now. Go ahead and drop a heart in the chat, y'all, if you are ready to do the next thing that we want to do today. Out of character is like calling in and talking in someone's live. That might be something that Kaloli ain't about, but might be willing to try. All right, I see a couple hearts in the chat, so we're gonna go ahead and go with that. Let's see what we got here. So this is one that we did recently, but in a little slightly different context. So I wanted to bring it back for the purposes of the conversation that we've started so far today. So Kaloli says, out of character for me, says me giving an actual short live instead of a 2-hour short live. Actually doing what the name suggests would be out of character. So this prompt is working under the assumption that growth is possible for you. Not only possible, but desired. And naturally, some of those things that we identify with as integral to who we are, we might shed some of those things in service of who we are becoming. So we need to gain some clarity about what that means and be willing to let go of some of the things that outgrow and let go of the things that don't serve you anymore. So let me open up the request box. So we're doing the fit check, right? Doing a check. I should have named it that. It would have been cool if I would have named it that. Y'all don't start yet. I should have called it fit check. So this is a fit check. What's something from your past that doesn't fit into your future? Something from your past that does not fit into your future. Kaloli, Rebecca, thank you so much for the likes. I appreciate it. Let's see what we got over here. So Abyssal Chicken says, people being fake with me. I don't need to find out through the grapevine that people don't like me. If you got a problem, just say it. Just say it. Don't be scared. If you don't like me, cool. Just let me know. I'm good with that. Don't let word come back to Abyssal Chicken. She ain't with it, yo. Abyssal Chicken's not with it. So, something that doesn't fit. My anger issues. I went from flipping over tables to cursing people out. A great step in the right direction. So, you went from being physically destructive to verbally abusive. I guess it's all on the spectrum of reaction. From physically destructive to verbally abusive. What's the next step? So Mr. Fox says, My spaghetti addiction is not going to fit. We're going to do the fit check, and the spaghetti addiction is not a vibe at all anymore. I love the commitment. J-Man says, eating literally anything just to eat, that does not fit anymore. J-Man says, I'm going to be intentional about the way that I'm fueling my body, because I'm trying to V up out here. So Jovi is here. Hi, Jovi. It's good to see you this morning. Noble Ancient says, my original way of thinking no longer fits into my future. I am learning clearer now and no longer thinking in survival mode. I am clearer minded now. Noble is experiencing increasing levels of clarity. That's awesome.
Record some ambience and put it in this track.
All right. Clown Man says, I kicked my gaming habit when I got a job and started going to the gym. So gaming as a compulsion has taken over your life is something that doesn't fit. You let it go. That's what's up. So Alexis Autumn Elf says, the toxic upbringing from a narcissist who programmed diet culture into me and contributed to a lifetime dysfunctional relationship with food and an eating disorder is something from my past that does not fit into my future. Tree finna shave mister. Miss Seeley, don't. All right, here we go. So SOK says, my insecurities based on previous relationships. It's easier said than done, but I'm done. I'm done with that shit. That doesn't fit into my future. Noble's worrying about losing a future customer. No, don't stop gaming. Miss is like, no, don't stop. But I guess sometimes if it's a problem for you, you might need to just kind of distance yourself from it. All right. Miss is like, I'm done with that left cheek, right cheek, left cheek, right cheek. I'm gonna just do it, you dig? Do it with both cheeks. It's exhausting always having someone angry or disappointed or ruining relationships. I gotta do better. Yeah, all of your abandoned projects and the things that are left half done, they're like monuments to your half-assedness. And they just pile up around you. All right. Rebecca says, high maintenance friends. I'm tired of friends getting mad because I forgot to call. I just talked to you 10 minutes ago. I see you when I see you. Be cool. What are we in 5th grade? Well, I got to talk to you every day, every minute. Relax, yo. Feeling some type of way. All right. Here we go. Yeah, I think everybody, relationships kind of evolve over time, but they don't evolve the same way for everyone. So it's useful to check in and like kind of adjust the expectations. Like, look, yo, I know you were going through some stuff, or maybe I was going through some stuff and I wanted to talk to you. But yo, fam, I'm out here trying to live my life. I got all of these people I'm juggling right now that I got all these balls up in the air that I'm trying to keep afloat. So, you know. So, hubby says, being okay with not experiencing new things. That's something from the past that hubby says, hey, I need to experience it. I'm gonna not be okay. And Tree says, something from my past that doesn't fit is carbs, rice, bread. I love that you put bread twice. I don't want long bread. I don't want short bread. I don't want loaf bread. We had a whole conversation about rice yesterday and about its efficacy as a breakfast food. That was a part of what we talked about in case you missed it. So something from the past that doesn't fit into the future is my pay. Now it's racks on racks. Yeah. Racks on racks on racks. Stacks on stacks on stacks. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Oh, yesterday's price is not today's price. Tim over there sipping on some Diet Coke, huh? All right. So if we're ready, let's go ahead and drop me a heart in the chat, and we'll get ready to go to the next prompt. We're resetting the request box. So the question is, what do you value the most right now, and how do your actions reflect these values? I'm going to open up the request box and let y'all chew on that one for a few moments while we have this word from our sponsors. Today's episode of Morning Journal, session number 226, is brought to you by the Morning Journal newsletter. Listen. Y'all need to go ahead on and subscribe to the Morning Journal newsletter so that you can get some advice and prompts in your inbox. It's a quick read. It's a great way to stay connected, and it's free $99. You can find the link to the Morning Journal newsletter right in the notice or right in the description of this episode that you are watching. I would love to have you there. Sometimes you don't have a whole 2 hours to hang out with us, or you don't even have a whole 30 minutes. And you just want to privately reflect on some ideas that hopefully will set your day on the right path, go ahead and subscribe to the Morning Journal newsletter. Also, we are here every Monday, so it's important that I let you know that. Y'all can go ahead and drop some green hearts in the chat for Retha, who has just joined us. So yeah, we're here Monday through Friday. Morning Journal is live 6 a.m. Eastern Time exclusively in the VIP. We join the rest of the world around 6:30-ish. So if you want to get all the content, the whole 2-hour experience, join us in the VIP. Again, links are on the Flow page /G4Tay. Flow.page /G4Tay. You can find that link in your description in the notice. And join us in the VIP next time and see what it's like to be in here with people running jokes in the chat and just kind of hanging out and having a good time. All right. If you made it this far into the episode and you're listening on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, then you like it. You like this enough that you want to go ahead and give us a 5-star rating and review. Let people know that this is special in here. This is a unique experience. You might want to come check it out. Your doing that helps people find us. So I appreciate your reviews, your ratings, and the time that you share with us. All right, so let's go see. The question that we're sitting with right now is, what do you value most right now? And how do your actions reflect those values? So feel free to answer in the chat. Also, let me say thanks to all the folks who IP. We're participating in a promotion, a weekly promotion that's going to buy some gift cards our way if we hit certain donation goals. And we have smashed the goal for this week. So I want to thank everyone who's been donating spoons, the currency that's over on that platform, to get us over the threshold. We've done it this week again. So thank you. All right. Abyssal Chicken. So what I value is honesty. Lies may seem useful, but they are almost always the opposite. The truth will find you eventually, hence my energy matching. Yeah, keep it Antetokounmpo. Keep it Antetokounmpo with Abyssal Chicken. A whole buck. And the fact that there's 18 people in here who don't like sports and don't know who I'm talking about, somebody will in a playback will catch that. Like, what are you talking about, Antetokounmpo? Talking about Giannis Antetokounmpo. So Ann Capone's over on YouTube says that family is what I value most. Family is what I value most. And I work every day to provide a better life for my folks. There we go. So Mr. Fox says, I really value, but most right now is overcoming spaghetti, and my action of not eating spaghetti is a reflection of that value. Yeah, Rebecca, I assume that you didn't know anything about sports because every time I start talking about sports, people leave. So, Miss says, I value this live, so I show up every day. I show up every day because I value this live, and I appreciate you being here. I really do. Rebecca says, I mean, you're right, but you shouldn't assume. Rebecca's like, what am I going to look like rubbing my feet into your couch? Why would I do something like that? Yeah, I put my dirty feet on your couch. All right. So Noble says, I value my heart and my adventure most at this point in life. Alexis and this dream are important parts of that valued adventure. Life is good in the 24 I live. Thanks, G. Well, thank you, Noble. Thank you for always being here and being you. And for absorbing the shots that I take, you dig? Because I know you be catching it. All right. Rebecca says, I value my peace. I've cut off certain friends. Not forever, just for now. So, you know, I'm seeing a theme here with Rebecca. Somebody done messed around and got on. Rebecca's through with somebody. Somebody done got all the way on your nerves. So, so if you are in Rebecca's good graces right now, count yourself lucky, because, like, you don't notice, baby. You don't notice. All right. Being happy, J-Man says, being happy is what I currently value most in my actions. To be so are enjoying my hobbies and getting in shape. That's how I'm reflecting the value of being happy, taking time to do the things that you like. Don't be Chief Keefing it out here. So, Alexis says that I value love and friendship. My values are reflected in the small things I do for Noble and Harley, and the fact that I'm getting a job and have an opportunity there to try to make in-person friends. Yeah, make some in-person friends. All right, Clown Man says, I value empathy. I feel you. I feel you. Go ahead and do what you're doing. So Tim says, special meaning. I have changed my routine, my attitude, my life. My special meaning people are so valuable, and I hope they are around for the long haul, because I am. I don't know, I'm rambling. I love this journey. I love this journey. It's great to be on the journey. Especially if you're on a journey and you know that you have the opportunity to arrive at a place with people that you care about. People are on the journey with you. It's a beautiful thing. So SOK says, I value fun and risk. I'm being curiously brave right now. That's how you are. Your actions are reflected. You're being curious and brave, or curiously brave. So what I'm really relishing in right now is the utter confusion that the folks on and Twitch must have as they read what's going on in the chat and listen to what's being said. Like, man, one of these things is not like the other. It's almost like it's almost like it's two different, they in two places at the same time. So it's gotta be funny to be watching this and be like, what are they talking about in the chat? Hey, if you know, you know. It's almost like I kind of have to be here, right? Pooh, 1994. Welcome in. It's nice to have you here. All right, are y'all ready? We can get ready to go to the next prompt. I'm cool with that. If y'all are cool with it, I am. Give me a heart, and we can get ready for that. Oh, unboxing Fox Box and a Fox and Socks. Fox and Socks. Maybe that's how I should end the stream, reading Dr. Seuss's Fox and I do that well. I did that for my daughter when she was small, almost every night, reading Fox and Socks. It's a ridiculous tongue twister. Maybe that'll match the vibe. I don't know. Maybe that's a subscriber only thing. Maybe I should put that as a spoon incentive when we start back up with our goals for next week. Maybe I can put G reads Fox and Socks live. All right. Let's see. On to the next prompt, folks. Tim's like, that ain't it. All right, here we go. So this is really aligned really well with a lot of the stuff that Rebecca has been talking about over the course of the stream. This prompt, who are you with and what are they doing to you? Who are you with and what are they doing to you? Who you with? All right. So I think that one of the things about the people that we have around us is like, they always are a source of something, a source of inspiration, a source of frustration, a source of information, a source of support, a landing place for love. There are a lot of things roles that people play, and we have like different experiences with different people. But a lot of times we have to be careful because we've been talking about who we are and what we value. I think that in some cases we run into a misalignment, right? It's important that we clear picture of who we are and who we are growing into, because you don't have to change what you want just because someone else wants something, right? And a misalignment between people may be evidence of having grown apart, but it's not a referendum on how valid or valuable what you want is. It just so happens that you want different things, and you still cool. We're both still cool. Right? That could be true. But I think a lot of times we set aside or surrender the things that we want and mold ourselves into what others expect of us. And that's what they're doing to us. They're making us smaller. Other times they open our eyes to more possibilities. But I think the more clearly that you see what it is that you want and who you are, the more easily you can prevent that type of takeover. You have to value your goals, value your direction enough to be willing to say no with grace and firmness. You don't have to be mean about it. It just is what it is, right? And it's hard to do that. Maybe you haven't demonstrated to yourself that what you want is important enough, or maybe evidence in your past leads you to believe that you're going to ghost on it anyway. So why am I cutting someone off to make room for this thing that I'm not going to follow through with anyway? There's a lot of things that might come in play in terms of the way that we hold on to or invest in relationships with other people. But yeah, let's think about that. Who are you with and what are they doing to you? And get like Bex. Get right with Becca and be like, yo, I'm gonna have to fall back. So Steve is here from the Hold Up TV. Welcome in, Steve. Twitch affiliate. Host of the Request Box Live Conversations That Matter. We Can Disagree, co-host of fanboy modeling school, and I guess we can agree on that and spy on a date. I'm listening to all these shows, right? Steve was a busy man. So thank you for joining us for this session of the Morning Journal. We see Lainey is here. Welcome in, Lainey. You were summoned earlier because we were talking about Cheeks. And Cheeks came up and Miss was like, where Lainey at? So here we go. Who are you with and what are they doing to you? That is the question we are sitting with right now. J-Man says, I'm with no one who is doing nothing to me. The safest outcome, honestly. J-Man's like, I ain't got nobody. But if you're happy, I'm happy for you. Abyssal says, I spend nearly all of my time alone. So it's you what are you doing to yourself? Oh, look at there. I got a trophy, y'all. So, Miss is like, y'all know I have a crush or whatever. Y'all know I got a crush or whatever. I mean, you know. But my crush inspires me and supports me and shows me true love and joy. That's what who I'm with is doing to me. It's good to have people around who make you better. Because sometimes a crush can just derail your situation, have you in a scramble. So Noble Ancient says, I'm happily with Alexis, married, and they are allowing me to grow and clearly think as I am a thinker. They allow me to grow with them too. Very positive. Very positive. Rebecca says, my crush low-key getting on my nerves right now. All crushes are not created equal. The crush is on the chopping block with everybody else you're in the middle of cutting off, huh? So Mr. Fox says, I'm with spaghetti and they're bringing me down. Hold up. Wait a minute. It's Chopper. Got to get rid of that spaghetti. Noble and Harley, Alexis Aldermelf says, they keep me sane and encourage me, and Noble tends to explain most I don't understand. So it's good to have people who are willing to break things down for you. Emma says, I'm with my cats and they're staring at me. Who are you with? My cats. And what are they doing to you? Staring. There you go. So Rebecca says, I'm with my internet friends. But nah, they're more than that. I appreciate them so much. They motivate and inspire me. Because the internet. All right. So someone anonymously says, I'm with a few people. They give me so much love in different ways. They allow me to grow experience new things, and give me ability to be myself. Polyish life. That poli-sci. There's a school here in Baltimore City that's called Baltimore Polytechnic Institute. It's a high school, and they just call it Poly for. Rebecca's like, polyish? I guess that would solve Rebecca's problem of, trying to divide attention. They said a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush, but maybe you should just let the one in your hand go and go in the bush where the other two are. All three of us can be in the bush. All right. So SOK says, I'm with someone who gets me. They're giving me support and holding me accountable. Support and accountability. Rebecca's like, sounds fun to me. Miss is like, y'all gotta be, double cheeked up. If that's what you're doing, lean into it. We got Warrior in the house. Hi, Warrior. I hope that you are doing well this morning. The question is, who are you with and what they are doing to you? Vacuum them all. Why are we vacuuming, Mez? Oh, man. So, who are you with? Myself. And what are they doing to you? Sleep. So, yeah, ish means kinda or a lot, or it could mean, not saying the cuss word. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, nah. That's the way I read it. I read it as I'm on that poly-ish. That's how I was thinking about it. But, Jovi, thank you so much for the luck. I appreciate it. Rebecca, thank you. All right, I think we got it. Abyssal says, no, they meant Polish. Yeah. All right, are we ready to... Let's go with Polish, yeah. Are we ready to go to the next prompt? Go ahead and drop me a heart in the chat if we're really ready to do that. I'm glad to take us there. All right. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead. So we're going to broaden that question a little bit. So maybe they are not with you right now, or maybe that is not who came to mind. So I want to go a little bit deeper into consider the same idea. Who are your trusted allies? And support each other. Kwasha, good morning. It's great to see you. I haven't spoken to you since Friday when you so graciously co-hosted Writer's Room with me. It was great to have you there. And I'm glad that you are here on weekend. Your mom, Emmy, is in the building. Right now, we're sitting with the question, who are your trusted allies and how do you support each other? You formed an alliance. What are you bringing? What are they bringing? And how does this alliance work for you? So eggs, broccoli, and chicken. The unholy trinity. It's somehow it feels obscene to have chicken and eggs at the same time. It feels like a slap in the face. It's like you're murdering the whole family. Chicken waffles, which may have eggs. Chickens eat eggs. Do they? The moon is here. And the sun is rising. Thank you so much for being here. Have a chicken omelet. We got 24 beautiful souls in the VIP considering your allegiances. Who are your trusted allies and how do you support each other? All right. So Mr. Fox says, my allies are those who keep me away from spaghetti. You got a whole support system in place. Yeah, it's just the 25 of us in here. Don't mind us. We just in here doing our thing. 7:30, 8 on a beautiful Monday morning. The first work day in daylight savings time. I know y'all feel great about that. I know you feel great about what your body is doing in relation to sleep right now. I know I feel grand. Favorite time of the year. So Quasha says that my daughter is my trusted ally and my little sister. They are honest with me when I do right or wrong. Emo's like, oh no. Mrs. like, what? I've been working all weekend. I know, but you know, everybody can't be like you. Some people have like a traditional schedule. But you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. J-Man says, my muscles are still burning from the workout. You gotta get that burn. All right. Noble says, I'm a social butterfly. I have trusted allies all over. Each of them have different benefits for each other. Here on Spoon too, G included. You ask, hee hee. Or maybe it was hee hee. How do you when you write that hee hee, Noble? Is it like hee hee, or is it like what? I'd love to know. Maybe we can find out on Gamer Shop. You got to hit that hee hee for me one time. All right, allies. J-Man says, my brothers are my best allies. We support each other in any way we can. Yeah, supporting each other. S. Rowe, welcome in. It's great to see you this morning. Thank you for joining Morning Journal session number 226. Grand to have you here. We're talking about our trusted allies and the ways that we support each other, or the way that they support you and you them. Miss says, my team at my job, and honestly, the people in this live put in work. For real. Don't think I see the labor and how much you co-create this experience with me every day. It is work. So let me catch Jovi's before it runs off screen. So Jovi says, step 1, establish they have the same vision, sharing resources equally. With that comes loyalty and integrity. I'm selective in my allies. My trusted allies know who they are, and if they know, they know. Yeah. So Mez says this is going to take the record for the most screenshotted episode in history, and most of the screenshots are going to have a fox talking about some spaghetti. So there was a restaurant in Durham where I used to live a long time ago. It was called Spaghetti Freddy's. And I mean, I don't know what happened to that restaurant, but I just thought, hey, Spaghetti Freddy's sounds like a real cool place to be. Oh, the song name, I got you. This is Top Funnel by Oi. I'll have my assistant drop it in the chat for you. All right, trust allies. Alexa says, I don't have many friends, let alone allies, but Noble is my strongest supporter. Someone anonymously says, my trusted ally knows who the fox they are. They know who they are, but we don't know who you are because you anonymous. So I hope they know who you are because it's none of our business, right? So Tim says, my best friend Steve, we listen to one another and always have honest advice. It's a different Steve. Not you, hold up. Not as I know of. Maybe, I don't know. Steve is a pretty common name though. Tree, thank you so much for the like. Rebecca, thank you for the like. We're talking about our trusted allies and how we support each other. How do they support you? I mean, you know. So Mint Mocha says that my allies lift me up and cheer me on through little wins. You lift me up. Josh Groban is Mint Mocha's ally. Lift me up and cheer me on through small wins. Give me honest feedback and assist me in my growth. That's awesome. Rebecca says, my ancestors. If your ancestors, you're back, you're good. They support me by being my guides. I support them by honoring them. I know they be shaking their heads at me though. I know they be shaking their head like, Ancestors be looking down like, Did we? Did that come from us? Ancestors looking down like, Jesus, Rebecca. All right, but we all live and we learn and we grow. So that's awesome that you have that level of awareness and know that you have the, it's good to have people looking down on you, shaking their head. It keeps you in check, you know? It reminds you that you're part of something bigger and greater And sometimes that can be a positive influence on you, right? All right. So let's recap. Shall we recap before we get into our bonus prompt for the VIPs only? So let's see where we've gone so far. We started today's conversation talking about and putting a fine point on the type of person that we are, right? I'm the type of person who, and then challenging that by examining the ways that we might be able to step outside of our everyday way that we perceive ourselves, because there are opportunities outside of our comfort zone, outside of the bounds that we put around our possibilities that can open some things up for us. So are you willing to try something that's a little bit outside of that to see what's possible? So from there, we went to consider what is something from your past that doesn't fit into your future. There are things that happen. There are ways that you've shown up that are not necessarily applicable to the person that you are becoming, to the commitment that you made to your possibilities and the vision that you've created for yourself. Some things you might need to let go of. It doesn't fit anymore. You can let it go with grace and with gratitude for everything that it gave you, but let it go nonetheless so that you can create room to grow into. Then we talked about our values, the things that we value and how we kind of act those values out. And that was sort of the part about us. And then we kind of expanded the conversation to include the people who we are spending our time with. And with the last two questions about who are we with, and what they're doing to us, and who our allies are, understanding that, we exist not as single individuals, but we're all connected to some degree, or our best comes through not just us, but through the connections that we have. So it's valuable to take a look at the people you are around and how they are influencing you in what direction. So that's been the conversation, the crux of the conversation today. And yeah. I don't know why the music stopped. It just did. I'm not pleased, but we'll work with it. There it is. Everybody, if you're listening, all the platforms where we are live, I want to say thank you for spending some time with us. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Eastern time, exclusively in the VIP, and you can catch the replay. Maybe you got here late, you want to run it back. The best place to listen, if you just want to listen, is Spotify or Apple Podcast or Google Podcast, So you can check out the parts that you missed. And while you're there, you might as well subscribe. Again, this episode was brought to you by the Morning Journal newsletter. It's a free newsletter that gives you access to some of the prompts that we talk about here for you to kind of peruse and consider at your leisure. I appreciate you for taking some time with me this morning, and we'll be back tomorrow. VIP standby. We got like 10 minutes to hang out together. So I'm looking forward to seeing what y'all got to say. But for the rest, peace out. We'll see you soon.